See, in life, it's hard to find, peace and understanding when you always put too much expectations on things, right? So, for me personally, I started to find peace when I began to understand people for who they are and not what I expect them to be. See, in life, we get mad so much in so many different ways because of others' actions or probably others not understanding you. So it begins to affect us, we started going downwards. We begin to change because of others, not because of ourselves. So when you get to understand and accept people for who they are, always look at people, right? Always, listen and try to understand people for who they are. Sometimes, people let you down. People, I guess to backstab you. People steal from you. And all kind of things, right? But when we begin to know individuals, especially the people that we around with and things like that, and the people that, they say most people that let you down are the closest ones to you. It ain't the world. People that let us down are the ones close, because they're the ones that we know. So, we tend to lean on them, and then, when they let you down, it hurts. So begin to understand that, of just accept people for who they are. Really pay attention to people, and your life will start becoming easy, right? Because you're gonna have plans and things that you want to do, and have your, closest people in it, in that part of the plan or whatever it is that you, try and do with your life, and then when someone doesn't pull up to the table, you feel like, damn, and then we start losing trust in people. It's why I hear a lot from people always saying, man, I don't trust people, man. People let me down my whole life, people that, and you start to look at people differently. You start to, not accept help from others or other people or whatever, because, you feel like they might let you down too, or whatever the situation is. And yeah, that was part of my life, for a long time, for a long, long time, until I had to learn my own self. I'd be like, man, I don't hate people, but I had to accept them and accept, their decisions and whatever they do, even though whatever excuse people come up with, right? But it was just too often. You just have to accept them for who they are. And yeah, it's hard to say in this world you can't, be successful alone. You need people around you, people, people, with the same mindset, people who align, the same goal as you. But, sometimes maybe that's just not the people around you. So, and it doesn't mean that they're bad people whatsoever. It doesn't mean that they're bad people. I always say everybody's a good person, right? Except for the ones who are doing some devilish shit. But, majority of humanity, man, they're good people, right? So, all your friends, whatever it is, never look at them as bad. They let you down whatsoever. You just need to accept, that reality that, that's who they are for whatever reason, just, let you down, whatever, but just accept them for who they are and believe in your soul, believe in yourself, even though, it might take, way longer, years longer, whatsoever, whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to achieve. But I just gotta say, And it's, people, not everybody is spiritually aligned with you. And you just have to, accept that and, accept humanity and, have a more of an understanding about, humanity and people. So pretty much is when you align yourself, sorry, excuse me. When you align yourself spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and just look at the world as a beautiful place and, just love everybody, for who they are. But, you stay aligned and true to yourself and never change the good person in you just because of others. Never become a hater now because, people were haters. Right? Always be cheerful for everybody's success, no matter who it is. And even me, like, I swear, when I see, sometimes, when I see somebody, I don't, hit the jackpot or something, man, it's like, I feel like that was me. Like, I'm celebrating, like, almost harder than them, like, because, I don't know, I just feel like, we have to really look deep. And, when you find that soul spiritually and everything, you really start to celebrate, everybody's goodness like it's your goodness, because there's some things that could change their soul, spirit, whatever it is, if it's money or whatever it is, I don't know. But, just, for them, just have a good, to look at this life and, appreciate this life because, that's my aim to everybody, and that's what I try to really, put out there to everybody is no matter through the good, through the bad, just stay aligned and true to yourself and just love people like you truly love yourself. Talk to people like you talk to yourself. Respect people like, you respect yourself. Respect is not earned. Respect is who you are. So, when you're respectful and you just carry that all along your life, regardless of, some people might, try to disrespect you or whatsoever. But it doesn't mean that you have to change because of what they're bringing into you. Now they're just messing with your energy and everything. So you just got to really just love and put it out there. When you start to put it out there, and I mean, not just by, pretending it or whatsoever, like it has to be really deep from, from your heart, your soul, your, goosebumps, whatever it is, but it has to be from within, and people will start to feel that energy. Let's say life's about energy, and life is energy. Energy is what keeps us going, right? When you wake up in the morning, the sun is what makes everything grow. The sun, you put some water into it, but it needs, it needs sun all day long, till the sun goes down. So just be that person of beautiful energy, and people will literally start to feel it. And, I'm not saying too much, some people might call it brag, whatever it is, but it's 10, like, everywhere I go most of the time, or, wherever I go, or people I talk to, you can just feel the genuine, the authenticity. They're trying to fake something or, trying to be something that you're not, and it's just, always talk with people with, with love and respect. And people can really feel your energy, Well, I used to be that scary, tall black dude, wherever I am now, it'd be hard for people to say hello back in my times or this, but it's just, people just seem to just be, attracted to that energy, it's, I don't even know them, and like, middle of the road, smiling at everybody and just, You know, so life is energy, man. You put the good energy out, and then, you know, you just start to manifest what you want. And just have, don't put expectations out of the world or too much on yourself. You know, what you need to do with yourself is just being aligned with yourself and just have faith, believe, you know, and love for the world. And everything will start eventually coming to you. Everything will actually eventually start coming to you. The things that happen that's literally happened in my life, you know, since I turned that way, and, you know, just, you know, it's been crazy. You know, so that's why I'm just everywhere. You know what I mean? Just trying new things, doing everything that I feel like I could do. You know, so yeah, man. All I gotta say, man, is, you know, have love, stay true to yourself, and the rest will happen. But it has to be authentic. You have to look deep down inside and be in touch with the nature, because nature is what connects us all. Amen to that. Nature is what connects us all. We are all connected to nature. And our mother, man, it's Mother Nature. We gotta respect it. Respect one another. Love one another. And just be great human. Thank you.